Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Daniel Crane Reacts. I'm, of course, Daniel, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, daytime, whenever you're watching this. Um, as always, nothing but good karma. Um, I just wanted to go ahead and say that, we're doing great with requests. So just, keep it up. We could use a little classic rock if you got maybe one of those classic rock oldies songs floating in the back of your head. Please throw it out there. It'd be nice little sprinkled in. Um, yeah, I know these are going to be posted very late. Actually, they're going to be posted on Wednesday morning because it's past midnight now. But the heat just has been such a hassle, and then power outages and everything else. It's just been a experience out here. It really has. Um, but I got it back. Everything's going. So let's go ahead and get these done. The next request is coming from JPXF. We're gonna go with some more Tom MacDonald. Now this one is called Split Milk. I don't know how you split milk. Well, I know how to split milk, I guess. Two glasses, half and half, even. That would be splitting milk. I guess, yeah. It's not that hard to split milk. Okay, well, um, I answered my own dumb question. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's hear about split milk. Tom MacDonald.
I've been broke for most of my life. I spent my money on liquor. Worked on the oil rigs for years and I developed addictions. I had roaches in my living room and mice in my kitchen. I crashed my car in the ditch, running from cops in the winter. Me and my dad had moved away from both my mom and my sister to build a life for the family we wouldn't have if we didn't. Hitting garage sales and furnishing the basement we lived in. So I ain't never trying to hear about white privilege. Me and my daddy shared a room and an air mattress before. It would deflate while we slept. We both wake up on the floor. I got bullied bad at school and they suspended me for telling kids my dad would shoot them. I couldn't take it no more. One of my very best friends got shot and killed by the pigs, and I will never forget him. I put his name in my skin. I got my ex-girl pregnant. Guess you know what she did? Cause I'm 32, ain't got no kid. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills, became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. Yo, I had a lot of girlfriends, but they were never stable. I was always too wasted and I was everything but faithful. Couldn't keep a job for long enough to keep my plate full. Put a blanket on a cardboard box, that was my table. I remember when my dog died, the little things that stick with me. Dad working in Alaska, me and mama in between, trying to make the best of it. We went and bought a Christmas tree and wrapped it in extension cords to straighten out the way it leaned. Lonely and embarrassed, losing most of my friendships. I put my fist through the wall when I was trying to express it. I felt crazy, I felt ugly, I felt stupid, pathetic. But looking back, I know the truth. Anxiety and depression. Me and my sister fought like cats and dogs, and I don't know why. She got the chicken pox inside her brain and she almost died. At the hospital, the doctor gave her a shot in the spine. I heard her scream from down the hall, that's still the hardest I've cried. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills, became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. I was a wrestler before I was an artist. Was practically the best in Canada when I departed. It was my light in the darkness when life had gotten the hardest, man. Thank God for Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember swinging hammers, building houses, couldn't hack it, man. The best part of working in construction was the drugs that my bosses had. My homie overdosed and I mixed oxy with a Tramazet and woke up in the back of an ambulance. I love you, Glenn. Rappers where I lived were never nice to non-believers. They never showed me love and I bought holiday t-shirts. These days I wouldn't wave if I saw him in the bleachers. Why you think I ain't doing no features? Fuck everyone. I screamed and yelled and fought against my parents. I was careless. Tom MacDonald as a teenager? Fuck, I'm embarrassed. All the wrongs and the hurt, the mistakes that I still feel, they ain't nothing but some spilled milk. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry.
All right. That one was a little different. The title makes more sense being spilt milk. The way I wrote it down, I had it written down as split milk, so that was on me. Um, so spilt milk. Tom MacDonald, spilt milk. Um, I mean, like I was vibing with a lot of that song. The not being able to keep a job part, I couldn't really vibe with that one. Because even when I was doing all the messed up things, I still went to work every day because I wanted to keep my routine going. And it was part of the high, you know. So, um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird person like that. Could be. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm a weird person when it comes to all my medical issues. Might as be a weird person everywhere else. Um, and then the line about big boys don't cry. Um, you know what? That's such a like boomers freaking way to talk. I mean, I'm Gen X. I was raised by the boomers, and that was kind of shit that they always told us. And it's like, you know what? Yes, that's true in a way, but that's also not true. Like your dog that you've had for like 10, 12 years croaks, you get to toss out a few tears. You know what I mean? That happens. Your best friend, same situation. You get to cry out even a few more tears. Family members, even more tears. So you know what? It all depends on the circumstances. But as far as the song went, I went ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. Um, the 8 out of 10 is because beat really wasn't one I could work out to, and the other one was that I really couldn't like chill to it either. You know what I mean? Like it's not really a song meant to relax to. It's not meant to be. It's meant to be contemplated, not deep thought provoking. You know what I mean? Um, so it's not really one that I could like really zone out on, so I could relax. So yeah, I just thought an 8 out of 10 was a good score. I thought about not doing it for a road trip, but at this point, I would probably just have it Tom MacDonald separate playlist, and it would just be like that. Some of these bands would, yeah, just be their own separate playlist. But anyway, JPXF, appreciate it as always. Um, you know what? And I know we got some few more requests coming from you this week, so looking forward to those. And anybody else, you could be just like JPXF. You can just request a band, a song. Um, Doesn't have to be any specific standards other than it's okay by YouTube. It doesn't have to be in English. It doesn't have to be modern. It doesn't have to be uh, any of those things. It's whatever you guys want to hear or listen to. So, all right, you guys. Uh, the heat's all over the world, I know, but we're dealing with some of the worst of it on the West Coast. I know that it's going to start moving this week toward the plains and the South. So, you know what, you guys? Please stay cool, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, take care of the homeless or the poor. If you see somebody that's out there in this heat, spend that $1 or $8 and go get them a bottle of water. You could be saving a life. Um, Come on back, and I'll catch you on the flip side.